So this is a very important step, or rule number 3. Okay, what does 4 say?
Device facing down or put it in your device bracket.
Yeah, so either 2 options. If you behave very well, there's no reason why you can have the device in front of you, but it has to be face down. If you're doing something on the device and you come in here, automatically it goes right into the basket. Okay? Does everyone here understand? I'm starting to trust you and you're starting to give me some trust, so I would say everyone is doing this very well. Okay? If we stop doing facing down on the device, then we're going to start putting it back in the basket. Okay? Number 5, what does it say? Be prepared. What 3 things do you see there that I wrote? Yes, and your science notebook. Because sometimes, especially this week, you might need to take the science notebook home with you. Okay? And do some work, or do some reviewing, or do some studying. Does everyone here understand? Okay, so sometimes you may have to take it home with you, like you have to bring it back.
But we have a test.
Okay? Yes. So, speaking of test, not that I'm going to scare you, okay? But I will make the announcements towards the end of class, especially with the test. Okay? So, our goals and objectives. We know what our standards are, right? We've been targeting these 2 things for the past 2 weeks. Okay? So, we know we're going to be doing some prototype. We're never going to be testing some things and improving things. Okay? So that's a very important part of this actual lesson. So, goals and objectives. So, I want you to read it out loud. What does it say? I will what? The first
I
one.
will understand how simple machine work easier for us.
Yes? Keep going. What's the next one?
I will understand that simple machines push and pull and movement makes work easier and help us solve problems.
Okay, yes, this is a huge one here. So, towards the end of the week, as long as everyone bring the materials, right? Some of us still don't have materials yet, but if everyone brings in the materials, then at the end of the week, we'll literally start to build some type of prototype, okay, that deals with movement, right? And what are the 2 key pieces of movement? Starts with 2 P's. What are they? Yes. So basically, your movement of your actual prototype is going to be doing lots of pushing or lots of pulling, whatever you decide. Okay, and maybe even do both if you decide to go challenge yourself and you want to do both. Okay, what about the last one? What does it say here? I will what?
know the principles of the different simple machines from
Yes, so now we're going to be talking about classroom simple machines later on today, because later on today we have a scavenger hunt inside the classroom and you're going to be looking for simple machines related to what we use in the class. Okay? And then of course, at home, maybe I'll give you another assignment sometime tomorrow or maybe even Thursday and ask you to search for things at your home. Like what kind of simple machines do you use at home? Okay, again, we've been talking about technology, devices, so there's no reason why we will be confused about what is a simple machine, okay, and how are we using it in our daily lives. Got it? Okay, so here's the agenda, which is a KWL chart, which is all about simple machines. Third, we're going to be working on a Padlet together, okay? So, when we get to this, there's teams, and there's 2 people working together, since this is a class of 5. There's going to be one team that has 3 people and another team that has 2 people, okay? So please make sure you're working together on this. And then of course, homework. Now I say, we were supposed to be this design and technology poster, that's actually going to be pushed And then the second part is, what would you like to know? What would you like to know more about machines? Okay? So, starting a timer now. 3 minutes. Okay, you have 3 minutes. Once it goes off, then it's time to share what do you already know. And then, of course, I'm going to be asking you to share at least 2 things of what would you like to know. Okay, from now until we start building our own little simple machine. Got it? So what are machines? And what do you already? Got it? So think, what do they do for us? Right? What kinds? Do you know any kinds of machines? Right? Because we have a couple different names of machines. So what kind of machines do you know about? Okay? And if you don't know what kinds, then got it? So again, coming around, making sure everyone's working. Try your best to at least have 1 or 2 answers in each box. So now show, what do you want to learn about machines? What do you think? What else do you know? Do you use them daily? Do you only use it every once in a while? Do you know what kind of machines there are? Because there's at least a total of 6 different types of machines, right, that we're going to be talking about today. Do you know any kinds? Huh?
Machine.
Remember, a machine is something that does work.
Car.
Okay, what kind of machine do you think that is? A wheel and what?
A wheel and
You'll know what the holds the wheel as the car is moving. What else? Do any of you like play sports that has like wheels or something?
train,
Okay.
airplane.
Okay. Okay, now show, work on the second one. What would you like to know about anything about machines? What would you like to know? At least one thing. And you can even think of size.
Why can airplanes fly?
Okay, yes, that's a good question. Okay, is everyone good?
No, one more.
Huh?
Wait.
Okay, we'll start with,
I have one question.
huh? We'll start with Eden. So Eden, what do you already know about machines?
Machines for people and machines make things easier and they can be used to work.
Okay, so it says things are becoming easier with machines. They help people and they make something move. Okay, good. Leo, what do you have for yours?
It helps people do something.
Yes, help people do something. Okay, Veronica, what did you put for what would you like to know more about?
Making it or doing stuff easier.
Yes? Okay, what about your second box? What do you want to know, Veronica?
What was the first simple machine ever made?
Okay, so she wants to know what is the first simple machine ever made. Patrick, what do you want to know more about? The second box. What is your
motors for car, trucks, and airplanes.
Okay, so who invented motors for cars, trucks, and airplanes? And then what is your other second question say?
How does airplane move?
Good. Okay. Dasho, what is your I want to know more about? What does your second box say? What do you want to know more about?
Why can airplanes fly?
Okay, so why can airplanes fly? And Eden, give me one of yours. What do I want to know?
Why are machines?
Okay, why are they machines? And what was your second question?
Are machines?
What's a machine? And what is the most tiniest machine that we have on the planet right now?
I know. I think I know what the time is.
What do you think it is?
Is that open that can like go in the buses?
Okay. Maybe we'll look it up later this week when we get a chance. Okay, we'll research what is the largest machine and what is the smallest machine. And then we'll research some of you have a common question of who invented the first simple machine. Maybe we're going to look that up as well because that's
I
very
need to say my mom.
Huh? What would you like to know more about, Leo?
Who made the first?
What are we learning about? so there's actually a couple different ones that I have here in this box.
So
That
give
maybe
it
you'll
to
recognize.
us.
Huh? And it's okay if we don't know the real name of it, but I at least can help you come up with a name that's reasonable. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is, everyone take out your pencil and your eraser. I'm coming around and I'm giving you the paper. Okay? So before we do anything else, huh? Okay. No more touching the device. Now focus on the paper. Focus on the paper. Focus on the paper. So, put your name on the paper. So, on pulley and inclined plane, can you please put a star on those? On pulley and inclined plane, can you please put a star? Because that literally means that that's special and we only have so many of those. Okay? So, pulley and inclined plane, put a star on it. Okay? So, pulley.
Miss Emily.
Right, yes.
Do we even have a pulley in the class?
Incline plane. Okay? Actually, I just touched one, believe it or not. Okay? So, are we ready? So, what's going to happen is, you're going to record 4, okay? 4. But incline plane, put a star on these two. Put a star on incline plane and pulley. So, incline plane and pulley, you're only probably going to find at least 2, no more than 3. Okay? So those are the special ones. And compound machine, I'll talk about that later tomorrow. Okay, so don't even worry about compound machine. Don't worry about the last one. Huh? Huh? Yes? How do we, you can say a ruler, we can use that, but what about those blocks too? Yes, look at those, look at that box there. There's some in there. Probably, we can call it wooden what? That is, it's a part of it's like a nail. So it's kind of like a screw.
How do we call this?
Huh? We call it wooden toy or wooden inclined toy or block. Yes.
What do you call more of the
Huh?
how do you this one I think it's like a wheel and axle, but I don't know how to put all of them together.
Vex, we can call it a vex, wheel and axle. It's about what we just did. Okay? Yes, good. Okay, number 2, what simple machine do you use the most at school? I say give 3 examples. We just went through 2. What do you think? We just went through 2. Yes? It's in front of you. How do you spell pulley? Yes. Use that.